what it is around here in this day and age: cancer or a car crash of some sort, or a motorcycle accident. It's either an accident or some kind of natural cancer death. And that's the way it always is. You'll never hear someone say, well, I died of, my great-grandmother died of walking pneumonia. Or my great-grandmother died because, this. It's always she had cancer, or she had dementia, or she died in a car crash of some sorts, or some kind of accident. So I proved to him that psychics were not even real. He goes, well, I'm not going to see that psychic. I said, good, I'm glad you're not. But it just goes to show that when God gives you a word, He doesn't expect you to call Him now, like Madame Cleo used to do on her TV show. Call me now, free reading. You get one 2-minute free reading, and what you would do is you'd call her, she would put you on for your free reading, and then after that she would say, I'll be right back. And then she'd end up switching the phone lines to now it's $5.99 a minute. So now from when your free reading was there, now you're thinking it's cheap. It's not cheap. It's $5.99 a minute to hear her babble on about what she's cold reading to you about. So the first way of doing it is cold reading. The second way is hot reading. Hot reading is so fantastically easy. I can go on to anybody's Facebook page right now and do this. You go onto Facebook, you go onto the internet, and you research people. Okay? Research them. You don't tell them what you're doing. You just research them. And you find out all this information. You write this information down. And then about 5-6 months later, you come back. Or if it's somebody that's in your area, you walk up to them and say, we never met before, but I got something I need to tell you. And they go, yeah, we never met. And then you start talking about all this stuff that you've already researched and know everything about. And then you can add on to that more, because once you find out, like, say their hobby is cars and they love to show off cars, you can say, I see a brand new car in your future, and they'll think you're accurate. That brand new car may never be there, but they love cars. So you can say that my psychic ability says that you love cars, and I see a car in your future. You can say all kinds of things once you know what their information is. So hot reading is a lot easier than cold reading, because with hot reading, you're going to always be accurate because you already found out their information. You looked them up. So that's what there's a guy called the Hollywood Medium and the Lake Water or the Long Island Medium. They do the exact same things. They look up these different celebrities and they read their fortunes on live TV, and they just look them up and hot read them, and they know all this stuff. I mean, what's his name again? The Hollywood Medium did it with Matt Maul. He was a Matt Maher, I think it is.
The same thing to me.
What's that? Hey, Chris, you there? Chris, are you
there? I'm here.
Okay, I heard something in the background. That's like weird.
Oh. I'm not going to hide it. God spoke to me about something.
Go ahead.
But I can't share it with the audience.
Just not yet. If God does say something later on, then feel free. But if He doesn't, He doesn't. But what he did was he told Matt Maul, he's a TV host on Good Morning America, and he says this pocket knife that you brought has a fatherly figure upon this pocket knife. 9 times out of 10, a pocket knife is a fatherly figure. And so when he said it was my grandfather's, he started saying everything about his grandfather, because he searched him on the internet, and how he has sleeping problems, he does himself. And you can find on the internet, he even said on the TV show that he has sleep apnea problems. So everything that he said was right on point, and it played with his emotions, but it was right because he researched it to begin with. There's no way that you can't say it was not. It was psychic abilities, because you can find all this information about anybody. Social media is perfect for that, because you can find all their people post everything they do not, Chris? Everything. I had 25 peas and I chewed them 25 times on the right side of my mouth. They literally.
Yes, you can find a lot on social media.
It's pathetic how they post every little thing that they do. Everything. I walked 25 steps to the kitchen today to grab me an iced tea and 25 steps to my couch to be lazy again. They post so much garbage on social media. I mean, their whole life is on social media. I don't do that. I don't post my whole life on social media. I do some stuff, but I keep some stuff private because that's the way it is. You don't want you want to be an open book to the listeners. I want to be, yes, but doesn't mean that I want I don't talk about my bedroom life on Facebook. That's just between me and my wife. So there are some things in my life that are very private, and I don't speak to nobody about but me and my wife. But they post everything on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. It's like, really? You're really posting that? You don't need to. No one needs to know what you had for dinner, how many times you chewed it.
Yeah, I noticed that some of these gaming sites, I mean, the people that run them, they're talking about stuff so off topic, it's not even funny.
Oh, I know. And
it's like, I don't care to hear that. I want to hear about what the game is about.
Right. It's okay to share your life on social media. It's fabulous. I do that. But don't share every little waking moment. And I gotta find this. Let me see if I can open up the internet. I gotta read you guys something. Let me see if I can open up the internet without this going fuzzy on me. Can you still hear me, Chris?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's find this. It's a joke. Hold on. Have to hypopsychiatrist.
PSY
CHRI.
Wait, PSY
Sorry, guys, my spelling is not so great. Let's do it like this.
PSYCHIATRIST.
Okay, I hold on. PRI. This is great. I love this. This is one of my favorite little things if I can find it. Okay, why did it separate everything from me? I don't want it separated. Oh, there. Let's do this. I can't find it right now. I know it's on the internet. I've seen it so many times, and it's just hilarious. But basically, let me do this for a second here, guys. Let's see if this brings it up. Anyways, I can't find it right now, but I'll just give you the gist of the story. It basically goes like this. This guy talking in this joke, and he says, I treat life like Facebook. I walk up to people, I give them likes, I tell them that I like them. I give them pictures of me tearing things apart in my garage. I give them pictures of me and my dog. He goes on, he says, I like their conversations that they're having. And then towards the whole end of the whole bit that he does, he says it's just like Facebook. He goes, I got 2 psychiatrists and a private investigator following me. But it's true though. They do all that crap. And the pictures they send to people is ridiculous. It's like, you don't need to be sending that. Like, I like your dog, and your dog's probably the nicest dog you have. But I don't want to see you and your dog slobbering all over your face. I don't need to see you tearing apart things in your garage unless it's meaningful. Like when I do some of my inventions, I go live and I'm talking about what I'm doing and projects I'm working on. That's different. But it's weird, and it's not. I don't know. I can't get the words out to describe what it is, but it's just, I wouldn't do it. It's just people do. It's weird. But you can find anything on Facebook about anybody. You can find everything about anybody on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere. I go and look up my name on the internet, and I find all kinds of things out about me. All kinds of things. And some things I don't want to have to find out about me, but I still find them out. It's because it is what it is. The devil's going to try to get you in any way he can. My coffee's now cold. But with that being said, join us for for Worship Saturdays. We do nothing but worship God. Also, guys, unless God speaks to us, we will speak. Also, join us for Outside the Classroom Wednesdays. We get distracted again. We're going back into the announcements. And we do nothing but... and join us for Outside the Classroom Wednesdays, where we think outside the box to everyone who needs the gospel each and every day. That's my slogan for that segment of Outside the Classroom Wednesdays, where we just take my Bible study teacher, we record him, and we play him on the show. So it's just basically like a regular show. We have the announcements, we have the theme, the introduction, the announcements, and then we have a piece of music. We have the Bible study teacher patched in there. I just play him while we're on live on the show, and then we have music afterwards that's being played. So it's just like our show, where we give every Monday we do the introduction, the announcements, a piece of music, the message, and then more music afterwards. Same thing. The only difference is we're not speaking. The Bible study teacher is from the recording that we recorded last week. Was a good recording. Let me tell you this. It was a good Bible study, and I'll tell you, Chris, later on what I got planned for it, because there's some great sound effects I'm going to put onto here. And I can't tell listeners just yet, because if I tell listeners, it's going to ruin the surprise. But I think that Pastor Barry from my church is going to love what I ended up doing with his Bible study. It's perfect. I'm keeping the recording the way it is, but I got some added details to this. It's going to be mind blowing. I'm already anticipating. I am anticipating to have a blast on Wednesday night. But what I got to do though is I got to add some stuff. I got to do some creating some stuff. I got to make some sound effects, because I don't have a sound effect for what I need on Spreaker. So I'll find a good sound effect for it. I got one already on my phone. I'll bring that to my computer. I'll chop that, do what I need to do to get it there, and then I'll chop things. I'll add things. It's going to be a blast. And my keyboard is going to be one of those things too that's going to be part of the message on Wednesday. It's going to be fun. I'm telling you what, it's going to be a blast. And I'll tell you more about it later. But it was a good message, and it was one of those messages that people need to hear. But we do this to bring him outside the classrooms, so we can take that message to the world. What does the Bible say? The Bible says, go throughout all the people in your Bible study class and preach the gospel. No, it says go to all the world. It specifically states, in lamest terms, take that message from the classroom, from the church,